Hey, and welcome to this webinar. You are very welcome. So today's webinar will be covering a lot of stuff, material and learning exercises about trading with Harmony and what we have to offer for you guys. So let's get stuck straight into it. Common objections to trading the market. This won't work for me. They're too expensive. It will be too confusing for me to learn. I'm too new to this whole trading. So these are common things that I get asked and queried several times from different people, but all of these things that you can see here, there's no way that these things cannot, for anyone that's basically whatever level you're at, if you're a complete beginner or if you're advanced, all of these questions are answered in terms of actually, of course you can, of course it'll work, and it is not too expensive. You'll see later on in the webinar how much of a discounts we're given to super affordable for people, it's not confusing, and this whole thing about trading is new to me. That's okay, because all of these are covered, guys. All right, everything is covered, right? So okay, so let's move on a little bit further. So who am I? Okay, this is me here. I'm a professional trader and have been trading the markets for 10 years now, okay? So, but that's surely taking a lot of hard work, endless of hours, weekends working to get where I am today. Yeah? So there's a super amount of work, it's just like super passionate about this game, and I just basically was trying all sorts of different courses. I spent over 20,000 just on courses alone, never mind all the hours and thousands of hours I put into this, and weekends and everything that I put into this, just to get where I am today. A lot of bad mistakes I've made, truly, but the thing is that once you're persistent and once you kind of realize that actually, all the knowledge that I'm after learning and my own style strategy that I put together, how beautiful this game really is, and how you can actually trade, on a day-to-day basis, week-to-week swing trade, depending on what type of trader you want to be, and so you can see that later on the webinar how these areas are covered. So the big question is trading easy? Okay. Is trading easy? The short answer is trading is not easy. But the long answer is yes, trading is easy. Once you know what you're doing and have a system that you believe in, that's a big key. Once you have that part of it, that's a really big key. The second part is a trading plan that you need to have on a day-to-day basis that you're trading alongside with. It's another big key in terms of actually trading the market. And the third one, which is not an awful lot talked about I do here on YouTube or any of these other programs and so on, is that has been back tested through all market conditions. That's a really, really big key, I mean, that one on its own, I mean, so much time I have put in the past just trying to understand the market conditions, the way they change from week to week, month to month, year to year, that alone, so once you compile all of them three things together, yes, absolutely, the long answer is trading is easy. And then that actually 1, 2, 3 becomes the holy grail. You are the holy grail with your system that you actually believe in, and you back test and you actually work on ongoing as time goes forward, so it's not a kind of a thing you just kind of, you have to just kind of just buy and sell or whatever the market conditions is, and that's it, so there'll always be a little bit of work on the background to keep on top of things as market conditions change. And this is what all these courses that I have to offer as well is involved in that as well, so you'll get a lot of understanding and knowledge and experience in that as well, okay. So the next thing is like past performance matters, yeah, okay. So like the VIP members for the first quarter of this year, you can see that they're up, you know, nice and positive for these first 3 months, like, you know. And not alone that, you can see here the actual fully auto trades for the first quarter of this year, you know. So you'll actually, as you start the course, you know, so you'll be able to earn as you learn, right? So like this is like, you know, performance is a big key, you know, in trading, like, you know. So you can see the past performance, you know, the stuff that is starting to, you know, unfold as the months go by and things are going good, like, you know. So the big thing in trading, of course, you know. So the past performance then for the VIP members of all of 2019, you can see here that there's been all really great. I mean, 10 months out of 12 have been really positive, right? Okay, so you can see that, you know, this strategy that I have for the VIP members basically is just a few trades that I send either every day or 3 or 4 days a week, basically, and it's only less than 10 minutes a day implement this actually strategy with the alerts that you get as a VIP member, yeah. So let's go into so let's have a look at this in bigger detail, and you'll also will get this Excel sheet as well as part of the course material as well, and I'll explain that now. So 2019, okay, so you can see here, right? So now this was at a 1.5% risk on every trade, yeah, okay. So now that's a higher kind of percentage for sure, but even though you can see here, right, so we have like 127% overall gain for gain for the actual year, which is really good, yeah. So let's go down and we'll see the actual. You can see here the monthly. It's 127% overall for the actual year, yeah. Okay, so you can see here, so it was 10 months positive, 2 months like negative, right? So that's a really good turnover for 1 year, yeah. For 10 minutes a day work, like, yeah. Okay, so let's look at the graph here. You can see here, right? So it's been like pretty much like 9 months of the year was just nearly like a straight line, like, you know, like that's really nice turnover for you know, growth for that year. Okay, you'll never get a continuous straight line the whole time, like, you know, it just, you know, unheard of, impossible, like, you know. But still, like, you know, you can see here like the actual, like, it's 127% for that year, right? But let's go back to the data here, right? Now, even though if we, you know, it doesn't matter, like, I mean, even if that was just €1,000, right, still you're going to get the same actually benefit, right? It's going to be still the same, right? So 7,732 pips overall, 300 trades, right? Okay, so you have 127% gain for the year. Okay, so like, and that was like a 68% win trades for that year. Okay, now even if you were just only risking 1%, right? No, 16.5% for 1.5, but if you go 1%, okay, you have less max drawdown, like a little over 11%, like, you know, but still quite good, yeah. Still quite good, yeah. Okay, so let's go into the months. So we can see here, there's the months, right? Okay, so 73%, yeah, still a really nice turnover for the year. Okay, so that's part of the course. You'll get this designed Excel sheet that I have to implement part of the course training in terms of actually your strategy and so on. But so past performance matters, yeah, for sure, but this cannot be guaranteed every month or every year. You can see the fluctuation, but still quite positive, and this is what you will be getting for parts of the course, yeah. So who is this trading for? You've been struggling for too long now, and it's time to make a change. You don't currently have an effective strategy. You want to be ahead and with the 10% of the winning professional traders side. So like, absolutely. So you'll definitely will get that on this course. Who this training is not for: if you are a sit-backer person, you've never implemented what you learn, you're looking for some great get quick deal, Absolutely nice. So if this is who you are, there's no point going any further than this, because that is definitely not going to work, like, you know. So you'll be only wasting your time, money, and everything, because I would advise you to stop and switch this off, because if any of these points that you kind of you know, this is you, it's definitely not for you. Okay. So today's agenda. Here's what you're going to learn today. Why most people are neglecting Forex markets, how to use a strategy right, market direction, entries and exits. Oh yeah, did you get my ebook? Yes or no? There's great insight what the Forex market is all about. There's a link below, so make sure you get that. It's great detail in it there, and give you great up-to-date stuff, like, you know, what's happening about the markets and so on, like, yeah. All right. Explaining today's agenda in depth: the new Destiny software, how to use a strategy right, market direction, entries and exits. Okay. So let's look at the new Destiny software. Okay, so here's the software here. Okay, so let's click it on, open it up, right? So we have it set to semi auto, basically, meaning that you have the buy and sell buttons on. It has 3 different types of managements, which that is set on it. Here's the 1 minute and the 5 minute. And the third time frame, we have turned it to 0, meaning that it's only going to work on the 1 minute and the 5 minute time frames. Yeah. Okay. Now this is the dashboard here, and there's 2 different type trade entries, which is the A1, and then we have the retracement MA touch, right? So that's basically we have it set on. So let's talk about that, right? So it's on the 5 minute, which is the trend time frame, so you can see here. Okay. And then the 1 minute, which is the entry time frame. So let's go into the actual 1 minute. So here's the 1 minute here. Okay, so that's an A1. Now, so say if you're going for like maybe a 20 pip stop, you know, and you know, you can have it like a 40 pip 2 to 1, maybe risk reward, depending on which your comfort zone is. So okay, so there's the 2 entries here. So this was an A1 entry. And then we got a retracement MA touch, right? Okay, so, and we got stopped out, right? But then immediately then it comes back into actually trend again, right? Okay, so we have an A1, a retracement, a second A1 and retracement. So that's like leg 1, and this is like a leg 2, basically. So it basically, the idea is that it's giving you lots of opportunities to get in early as possible within leg 1 or 2 of each trend. Yeah, so you can see here that like it's after like you know, if you had to enter the first one here, you know, there's like 80 odd pips, like, yeah. If you're using like, say, you know, basically say maybe a 20 pip stop, like, you know, so there's like 4 to 1 risk reward there on them trades. Yeah. Okay, so let's go on and check out a another day, right? So here's another day of trading, and let's look at the setups here. Yeah. Okay, so on the 5 minutes, you can see the trend was down, the trend's up, and the trend's down. Yeah, still another positive plus pips day, like, you know. So let's go into that, right? So if you're like, depending on how tight you're keeping the stop, like, you know, 10 to 15, 20 pips max kind of stop, which, you know, which is good on the pound Aussie. Yeah. You know, you could have pulled up there maybe a break even 10, 12 pips there, like, you know, and this was definitely gone. Yeah, back into market direction, into the actual bulls. You know, so because it already stormed out, maybe you wanted to wait for the retracement. It came against you like 12 pips, and then it's gone up like 60 odd, yeah, 60, nearly 70 pips, like, you know. And this is the second A1 entry here, like, you know. So if you already missed the first leg, you're into the second leg. Yeah, so there's another day trade, another very plus positive trading day. Yeah, let's go into another day and we'll have a look. Okay, so here's a lot of sideways movement. Even within that, like, you know, you can still see that it's been quite a actual positive day. Yeah, so let's go into the 1 minute. Okay, so this would have been an A1 entry, 17 against you and up against you 17, but still, you know, 37 pips. You know, this was a retracement. They may touch, and still, like, you could have picked up 40 odd pips there, like, you know. And then market direction change, right? Okay, so yeah, so we're gone into 13, came against you 20 odd, you would have been stopped out. Maybe if you went in with the retracement, you know, you're 17 and you're gone up to 20 odd, even more. So you could have pulled out of that like 60 odd pips, yeah. So you can see this is leg 1 and leg 2. So still, you know, a very profitable day on them 2 setups, like, yeah. Okay. Okay, let's look at this here then again, right? So we have another day of trade. This is the thing, I only have it set for like trading a few hours. That's why you're only getting a few hours, like, you know. And even though, like, that's all you need, like, it's just a few hours a day, and you can see how profitable, you know, the new Destiny is really going, like, yeah. So let's go into the actual 1 minute. So you can see here, there's the A1. And this would have been probably the time I had turned on the actual EA at that time, which is 10:38. So basically you can see here, and then there's a retracement, you know. So if you're going for like maybe 10-15 pip stop, you know, there's like 20 odd pips. Let's zoom out, so you can still see that it was any of these entries, like, you know, you were pulling in, there's like 30 odd pips, like, you know, on that there, yeah. Okay, so that's just giving you some insight then on the so we can turn off the actual dashboard there as well, yeah. Okay, so that's just giving you some insight on how profitable the new Destiny, and so much different functions that you can actually use on it on a day-to-day, which I'll explain more in depth. Okay, so now we're after covering the strategy, we're after covering market direction, and you're actually looking at like some entries and exits, yeah. Okay, so going to touch on the actual performance results here again, yeah. Okay, so let's go into this here, which is part of the course that you're going to get anyway, like, you know, is the actual fully auto strategy that I hear, and it's working really well, yeah. Okay, now my point is actually, okay, there was 1% risk, right? So there's 2 trades per entry on every trade entry, right? So even if you have 500, right, and actually the win rate was actually like 46%, right? But look at the total gain, like 80, it's like 87%. Okay, and the max drawdown is not too bad, 16%, right? Okay, so your actual total pips was like 5,652, right? So we had like 276 trades, right? Okay, so here's the actual, you know, the actual results. So pretty good, yeah. Okay, so now we just go into the actual months, right? So you can see here 87% up for the first quarter of 2020, right? So we go back to the data, right? So the point here is that even if you're starting off with 200, yeah, 1%, right? And you know, you're still going to get the exact same thing, right? Okay, so still 87%, you know, of gain for the first quarter of this year, like, yeah. And you know, even if you were going for like, say, so 6, you know, so not even 1%, yeah. You know, still, like, you know, max drawdown was 10%, but you know, so still, you know, this exercise is you can really understand your actual strategy, and then by implementing the actual risk management and these points, that you can really see how benefit this strategy is working, and you know, the max drawdown then incorporated into that, then so you can really understand, you know, exactly the strategy moving forward and the huge potential, and then to managing your actually trades as well. So this really is a great Excel piece that you will get as part of the course to moving forward as a professional trader. Yeah, okay. So even with 200, that's how doable that is, yeah, okay. I mean, we can go up to any figure you'd like, yeah, okay. So okay, so let's look at the actual for the this year then on the VIP members, right? So we're looking at, even if it was 10,000 or whatever figure you'd like, right? So we're risking 1.5 per trade, right? Okay, now it's 68% overall win, yeah. So it's 34% overall. Max drawdown is actually less than 5%, right? Okay, so so that's the thing, I mean, even if you just wanted to risk like 1%, that's well doable, and if you're more comfortable with that, that's fine. So I wouldn't advise any more than 1.5% on this strategy that I give out to the VIP members. Yeah, okay. So you can see then the difference then. So that's all good, and it's very important to cover all of that. Yeah, okay. And this is all part of the course. Yeah. So okay. So let's move forward then. All right. This has been done. Okay, so the new Destiny software. So I will mentor you the new Destiny trend strategy to be your best friend in all markets. Yeah, so that's another big thing. Okay, so you got the trend and reversal strategies all part of the course. You've got, there's be 1, 2, or 3 time frame strategies built into it for, so whatever form or strategy you'd like to do, you can implement all these strategies into it. There's 3 different styles of risk management. So basically it's like a buy and a sell. You can set that. You've got another actually move and stop at specific points, and then you have an SL moving at specific points that you'd like to move it as the trade progresses, so there's a lot of stuff in that, then you have the scanner, the pop-up alerts. So basically whatever amount of trades, or not trades, whatever amount of markets you want to trade, maybe it could be 5 or 10 or 15, you set it all up on each of them, and then a trade window will come up then giving you all the alerts as they unfold right in front of you. Yeah, okay. So you have manual mode, semi-auto mode, and fully auto mode, right? Okay, so basically then is the manual mode will be just having the buy and sell button with a setting like say an SL at 20 maybe, and then a TP maybe at 40, and that will be set as a manual. So all you need to do is hit buy and sell, and then the trade will unfold and hit them targets or not, as the trade moves forward. Yeah, but then the semi-auto mode then is that it's the same thing as manual, but the only other difference is that you have all these 3 different types of managements, right? So basically with the moving stop in steps, or with the S and L as well moving forward, so then you have more with the actual semi-auto, right? And then the fully auto then is everything all together, but basically it does everything on its own once you set it to fully auto. That's with the actual fully auto. Okay, and then you have the entry, stops, and targets all part of the actual course then as well. You have 3 trade entries with different percentages, or set 1 open trade, or 2 open trades, or 3 open trades. So basically what that means is that when you click the buy or the sell button, 3 trades will open at the exact same time. Okay, and then what happens is then you'll set them to different percentages, different TP levels, and you can either have a trailing step behind it, or else you can have the actual SL move at specific points, at swing highs and lows, whatever way you're moving forward in the actual trade. Yeah, so that's all part of the course then as well, and it's all part of the software. This is very useful in terms of backtesting your strategy and becoming one with it. Yeah, so that's another big part of the course then that's very important as a trader to understand market conditions on a market, on any market, and moving forward as a trader. Yeah, so fully auto backtesting will 100x X, speed up your understanding of the strategy in the market and in each different market. Yeah, so basically whatever market you're picking, maybe the pound, Aussie, any market like that, you know, that you start back testing it and you start changing the settings, which is all part of the course. I'll show you how to do that, like, you know, and so then you become one basically with your actually that market and understand, you know, how it behaves basically. Okay, and getting profits from optimizing each different financial market with maximal profits, right? So basically then you learn in the course then exactly then, like, you know, how to change the stop and the targets and how to get the maximum out of each market as time moves forward. Yeah, so that's another big key in today's or in the course material as well. Yeah, okay, so now, if you're a complete beginner, the ultimate TWH course is ideally for you, right? So what you're getting crammed in, this cost me over 20 grand in terms of courses and all these different things that I've paid for. And basically, I've jam-packed them all down into this unlimited TW course, right? And what you're going to get, right, is basically the basic course, the advanced course with basically the fibs retracements. You get the pure price action, etc. A lot of detail and course material in that as well. You're going to get the actual back testing and the trend software in fully auto tutorials. You're going to get the software. You're going to get the optimization and profit tutorials. You're going to get the Excel sheet. And then there's these other free bonuses that I'm throwing in as well, as like fast track your trading for the first 8 weeks one-on-one with me, enroll with me today, weekly, and revising your trades on a week-to-week basis to get you up and running the speed. Yeah, and plus I'm throwing in again is 2 months free VIP member alerts, which normally is 200, so we're knocking off another 40% off that, and that's like 60 a month, which is you're getting 2 months of that, which is 120, right? And like it's a value of over 8,000, but we're knocking off 89% off that at a one-time price at 850. You're going to get that until on the unlimited TW course, right? So that's if you're a complete beginner. This is the ideal course number one. Yeah, the second course then is the advanced course, right? Is basically if you already have experience like in this field, that's great, like, you know, but the thing is then you're going to get all of this course material again, and basically you'll have access to everything in all the actual advanced course material, especially the actual fib retracements, the pure price action. So just give you a glimpse of the pure price action. Yeah, it's another brilliant course, like, you know, that's thrown in, and you can actually use this with the new Destiny software by turning off the actual signals and just using the buy sell button. So I'll explain all that in the course material. Like if you're like this strategy, the pure price action is like another brilliant course, right? So you're going with minimum stops like 10-20 pip stops, right? So you're looking at these targets here, like, you know, and there's another one here, like, you know, with absolutely minimum stop, like, you know, and there was like nearly 130 pip got on that, and that's the pure price action course. That one is, yeah, okay. So just to go through here the course material, so you can see here, this is the one I'm talking about here. You get, it's actually, this course actually is the pure price action, the big player secrets. So that's, it's big secrets, but I have it detailed in all of these videos here. You're going to get which is another great course if you want to go on either the unlimited or the actual advanced course. If you're looking for something like this is ideally for you. You'll love that course, yeah, okay. Plus then we have all the retracements, there's all the different strategies all underneath and in these two courses, yeah, okay. So okay, but then maybe if you're just looking for the actual software on its own, yeah, and that's fine as well, it's perfect, like, you know, and so you'll get all the same stuff bar the advanced and the actual the basic stuff, right, okay, but only for, like, you know, one-time price, like with a 91% discount today, right? So at 450 you'll get all of this, right? And basically, you know, Again, just going through things like the back testing the trend software in fully auto tutorials. You get the software optimizing the actual profit tutorials. You get the Excel sheet, and then the free bonus is thrown in. Then the fast tracking your trading for the first 8 weeks one-on-one with me. So you enroll today, and every week then we'll be going through and advising all your trades and making sure you understand everything explicitly, and you're on the journey, right? And then you're going to get the free meditation app, right, which is a great thing I thrown in as well. I use it every day myself, and I'm a meditator myself actually, since 2008 actually. So and I find it really great. Even starting like just using it a few times a day or a few minutes before you even start trading, is just to calm the self and just taking nice deep breaths and stuff like that, and focusing on certain thoughts, positivity, focusing on patience, and all these are key things actually, as you're moving forward as a trader, and as a person on a day-to-day basis as well. So you really find that great valuable as well, the free meditation app then. Okay, and again with the 2 months free VIP membership alerts as well, you're getting that all thrown in, these free bonuses, okay, to get you up and running as fast as possible. All right, and this is, you're getting at a 91% discount. So for one-time payment of $450, that's what you're looking at. All right, so okay, so start your bright future journey with Trading with Harmony. All right, so then your first step is start today, right? And to get on board, and basically so we can start to make this happen. Okay, so with the massive discount of 89% plus today, right? So either if this is what you're looking for, you're a complete beginner, man, this is perfect for you, right? So the unlimited course, or if you already have experience but you want to go for the advanced package, this is the package for you. And if you just want the actual New Destiny software, we can go with that, right? And to keep in mind actually that you can actually use the actual the New Destiny software as a trader panel as well. So once you turn off the alerts and the arrows and all that, then you'll be able to use that then on the pure price action, or if you want to use it in the Fibonacci course part of the course, then you can use it at that as well. So there's so much stuff you can do with this software, it's multiple stuff, okay. So all right guys, so hope you enjoyed that, and so come on board, and I'll see you on the other side. All right, cheers.